Got my first view of Torrance at 2:47 a.m. of a winter desert morning. Local and state police were out greeting the tourists. You could enter Torrance, but nobody was leaving. The town was lit up like a Christmas tree, with nothing to celebrate but terror. Somewhere inside the police ring, among those twinkling lights, there was a murderer with 2 victims to his credit. A killer, alive and loose. Until he was found, Torrance would sleep with the lights on. I'd like a single, please.
For how long, sir?
Indefinite.
Are you still around here?
Come on, scram out of here.
Look, get up, get back on your own side of town. We don't want to see you around here.
Come on, move.
All right, Carl.
Come on, move. We don't want you around here.
All
Come
right,
on, get on out here now.
Beat it. We don't want the likes of you around here. And tell the others, all of them, to stay on their own side of town. I guess that'll hold them.
Who are they?
Earl Hollowell and Jim Gibbs, fruit growers, make themselves important.
And the old man?
Rivera's father, Joe Rivera, the one everyone thinks committed the murders. Here, take my paper and read all about it.
Thanks. It was all there in Scareheads. 2 women bludgeoned to death. Ready-made suspect, Joe Rivera, gardener, once in the employ of both victims. I wasn't ready for the sack. I wanted to look at the town and the 2 murder houses. The first victim's house, Mrs. Elliot Simpson, wife, mother.
My name's Mullen, chief of police here. I knew you were in town, Mr. Radin. So we're national news, huh?
Oh, not the murders. They happen. Sooner or later they get solved.
Yeah, sooner or later. It's my job. What's yours? Make us look like idiots?
I'm not only writing this, I'm shooting it. Let's see, it's 3:32 a.m. You're still on the job. I just got a picture of that. These don't lie. I'm interested in people who have to sleep with the lights on. When and where did it start?
Right here at the Simpsons, a week ago. Can't say they blame him with children in the house. 3 nights later, Myrtle Prescott got it. Then the whole town lit up.
Oh, epidemic, huh?
What's going on out there?
It's Mullen, Elliot. Just patrolling.
Oh, it's you, Ed. I heard voices.
Sorry to disturb you.
Not at all. Good night.
Night, Elliot.
The husband?
Elliot Simpson, school principal around here.
That's an impressive house.
Mrs. Simpson had money of her own.
Where was he the night his wife was killed?
Board meeting at the school grounds, putting up a new building. He had over 50 witnesses.
Somebody else up there.
That'd be Joanne.
Where was she that night?
Drive-in movie with a kid sister.
Papers say she was married to the suspect, Rivera, huh?
Married, divorced. One of those wrong side of the track things. Joanne was a stepdaughter. Mrs. Simpson was child by previous marriage.
I'd also like to see the Prescott house before I turn in.
It's 2 blocks down. Follow us.
Thank you. Myrtle Prescott's house. Myrtle, the town librarian. Unmarried. Attractive. The second victim. Tell me, Who's in the Prescott house now?
The mother, an old lady. In shock, bedridden. Got a nurse for her.
Is this Rivera?
That's him.
Mm-hmm. Papers say he had an alibi.
For the first one, the Simpson killing. We checked it out. It held. For the second one, I guess as good as mine. He'd gone into hiding by then.
Well, I think I've had it for tonight. I'm going to hit the sack. Oh, could I have copies of those?
All right.
Thank you. Thank you very much. And good luck, sir.
Good night.
I was up early next morning in time to see school start. A combination grade in high school. I spotted the Simpson family. It was business as usual for the Simpson family. At least they were trying to make it look that way.
All right, folks, we're going to get action now. Come see what I've got here. We're going to get that dirty killer now, but the last thing we ought to do. Meeting of the Citizens Committee for Self-Protection. Today at 3 p.m. right here. The police can't find the killer, then the citizens must. Right! You would like to see the killer caught, wouldn't you, Mrs. Rivera?
Well, I don't think this is the right way to go about it.
You must still be in love with him.
You don't just happen to know where he is, do you?
Yeah.
I wouldn't argue with them if I were you. Come on.
Thank you. I don't know who you are, but...
My name's Reardon. I'm a reporter from New York.
Oh,
It's all right. Don't worry.
thanks. Thanks again.
We're not asking any more than our rights and the protection of those rights. But if we don't get what we want, there's still another right as old as this part of the country.
I know these people. All of them. I never thought they'd behave like this.
Could be that man on the platform.
To do something about this situation ourselves.
Somebody in this crowd. You know how many alibis I've checked?
All we're gonna
Yeah, I
do
can
is
imagine.
help the police find Rivera. No more. We're just gonna help them find him. Are you with me? Yeah! Come on, let's go!
I don't like this.
Neither do I, but what can I do? They haven't broken any law. Yet.
They were closing in on Joe Rivera. The bloodhounds, appointed and unappointed. Father, my name's Reardon. I'm a reporter from New York.
How do you do?
I've got a few questions I'd like to ask you. I've got a hunch, Father, that you might know someplace where Joe Rivera played as a boy. I've got a feeling that's where he might go now.
You would like to find him to take his picture.
That's my job, Father.
You hunt with a camera, they hunt with guns.
And Joe has a gun, too. His father's gun. It's missing.
There are no special places where Joe played. He was like other boys. He played in the school playground. He went to high school here in town.
Well, no, the school playground isn't the kind of place I meant.
He was a good athlete. He played football. He heard the crowds yell for him. It did not help when he graduated. He became a gardener, a boy with good school grades, the good athlete. These also are things you should know, Mr. Reardon.
Yes, I know them, Father. What was that?
Stop where you are. Paul.
Joe!
Don't move, Father. He's right. I have a gun.
Joe, listen.
Joe.
I said don't move. I mean it.
Joe, I'm not a policeman.
I told you I would shoot you, anybody I will kill.
You will kill no one. You will listen. It has hit Our Lady of the Conquistadores. You have broken her face, Our Lady's face. Is it not enough what you have done? Must you also blaspheme?
Forgive, Joe. I have done nothing. I've done nothing.
Father, go to the door. See if anybody heard the shot.
No.
Joe, we want to help. Let Father Rodriguez go, huh?
Forgive Joe. Forgive me, Mother of God. I didn't want to hurt you. I didn't want to.
I don't think anyone heard. These walls are adobe. Joe, put that gun down.
Police are all over the place.
Those who think they are police.
Give me the gun.
Stay where you are.
Look, you know Chief Mullen. If you're innocent...
I am innocent. I am.
Then prove it. Give me the gun.
Joe, the man is right. Give him the gun.
No.
Half the town is outside in the streets, in the alleys, hunting for you. Do what he says.
It's all right, boy. It's all right. Father, my car's outside. It's a black sedan. Get it, please. Is there a back entrance to the church?
Yes, to the sanctuary. Joe knows. He will show you.
Come on, boy. We'll make it. You'll be all right. I promise. Come on. That's far enough. First one takes another step, gets it.
We want him. He's ours.
I'm taking him to Chief Mullen.
We're gonna let this New York fella frighten us with a pop pistol?
Satisfied. Seems the bullet had only scratched Joe. A flesh wound. They wanted more.
2 hours he's been in there. Don't they have any idea who fired the shot?
No.
Was it from the crowd?
Mullen thinks a building across the way. The angle of the bullet was high. Anything?
Not yet, but I haven't finished with him yet. I want to try to calm down this crowd.
Listen, may we talk to him?
If you want, go ahead.
Come on, Father.
Please, Joe, tell the truth, the whole truth. Only the truth will permit this town to put its lights out and be at peace again.
We will see. In one house, the lights will stay on. They are always on.
Which house, Joe?
Her house, Joanne. For many years, the lights have been on. They stay on.
Why, Joe? Why?
Why? Tell us why!
I say no more.
Joe, please, tell us. He tried to tell us something about the lights in the Simpson house. He said they'll stay on.
Yes, I know. He told me to.
Look, I promised that kid a fair break.
He'll be treated fairly, innocent or guilty.
I wanted to talk to Joanne Simpson. I called her and asked her to meet me at the hotel bar.
I know now that my mother and Myrtle Prescott broke up my marriage. I hate them for it. That's an awful thing to say, isn't it, about someone who's dead? But I hate myself more for listening to them.
What about your father? Did he interfere?
No, he's not my father. He's my stepfather. No, he didn't interfere. Do you know why I married Joe? Because he was kind to me. I could talk to him. He used to bring me flowers from my own garden every day, and I could talk to him. I told him everything. I told him too much, that's why.
What did you tell him, Joanne? Was it about the lights? That for years you'd slept with the lights on? Why, Joanne? What is there in your own house that you're afraid of?
Calm down, everybody. Chief's speaking on the radio. Let's listen.
This is Ed Mullen, your police chief. As you know, Joe Rivera, the suspect, is in custody. Our search is over. So is the panic. We do not have any confession as yet, but as your police chief, I can promise you a break in this case by morning. My advice to you now, to all of you, go home and go to bed. And put out the lights.
Mr. Mullen. What is it, Edmond? I heard your speech. What are you doing? Taking the easy way out? Railroading that kid? Keep your shut on. Pick you up in front of your hotel at midnight. Now be there.
What's up? Where are we going?
Not far, the Simpson neighborhood.
What about Rivera?
Nothing about Rivera. Something else has come up, something I've been checking on.
Like what?
The school building fund. There's several $1,000s missing from it.
Simpson hold the purse strings?
Now, don't jump to conclusions. Maybe an explanation. That'd be the Buckman house with the lights still on. And the Simpsons.
Is there a late movie on TV?
Yeah, we only got one channel here, and it goes off in a matter of minutes now. Mullen calling.
Go ahead, Chief.
The light and power. They standing by?
Dexter's on call, waiting your orders.
Tell them stick.
Crowd at the courthouse is growing, Chief. They don't want to go home.
Tell every off-duty officer to report immediately. Get them out front, all of them.
Think you ought to be here, Chief?
No, I've got to sweat out this end.
Buckman's lights are going out.
Put Dexter on the line. If they scare the Buckmans, only Joanne's light's still on. Dexter, they have only one house still going, the Simpsons.
Gotcha.
In 20 seconds, pull the switch.
Right.
Start rolling, slow. Be in front of the Simpsons when the lights go out. Okay, Dex.
The lights went out. I couldn't turn them on. I couldn't stay in the house.
Joanne! Joanne!
Mullen questioned Joanne first. We found out that her stepfather was the reason she slept with the lights on. But she didn't believe he killed her mother. He couldn't have, she said. He was at the school grounds that night. Now it was Simpson's turn.
Elliot, you've been investigating the account for the school building fund.
There's almost $6,000 missing.
What? That's impossible.
You alone had the power of attorney for that account.
Yet you're not blaming me for this, are you?
We have a number of checks drawn against your signature, Elliot.
Well, then it's trickery. Somebody must have forged my name.
All right, Elliot, all right. Why did you beat your wife?
What? Who said that, Joanne? You're making this up, Ed.
Joanne said you'd ask your wife for money. When you didn't get it, you'd beat her up. This man was in the office just now when Joanne told me.
I never put a hand on my wife. We had the ordinary quarrels any husband and wife have. Did Joanne say she heard screaming? Because my wife is an hysterical woman. If she didn't get away, she always screamed.
Tell him what else she said.
Joanne also said you beat her when she was a child and that she'd been afraid of you ever since. And that's why she slept with the lights on.
I never beat her. I spanked her a few times when she was a child. I believe in discipline. I warn you, Ed. Joanne's made up a pack of lies in order to protect someone else.
It's quite possible, Elliot. Tell me about these hunting trips you go on several times a year, Elliot.
Well, what's there to tell? I like hunting. There's nothing wrong with that.
Were they hunting trips, or did you go up to Nevada to gamble?
Did I? Well, of course I gamble a little, doesn't everybody? Look here, Ed. If you're trying to accuse me of something, I want my lawyer right now. I'm not answering another question.
You'll get your lawyer, Elliot. Bring Rivera up here. I got a mob out there screaming for blood. They're not giving me much time. I'm just a cop. And I gotta respect your rights, too, so don't talk, just listen. You killed your wife. You asked her to replace the money you'd stolen from the school fund. Money you gambled and lost. When she refused, you killed her. Look, your alibi is no good anymore. You were showing groups around the school ground that night, explaining plans for the new building, but each group thought you were with the other. It takes only 8 minutes from the school to your house. Your wife opened the door. You begged her to save you, give you the money to replace the school fund. She said no again. You hit her, and you kept on hitting her until she was dead. And you closed the door and went back to the school.
You must be mad. I killed Myrtle Prescott, too, I suppose. Why?
You're just listening, Elliot, remember? You killed Myrtle Prescott because she's the only one that saw you leave the school grounds that night. And she was foolish enough to tell you, expecting you to confess. So you had to kill Myrtle Prescott, and you did.
Now I know you're mad concocting a story like this. I want my lawyer.
This is your gun, Elliot. We found it in the bottom of your clothes hamper. The bullet nicked Joe Rivera tonight was fired from this gun. Ballistics just checked it out. Joanne had told Rivera, just as she told Myrtle Prescott, the kind of a man you are. A wife beater with a murderous temper. Joe had to die, too.
Look, that's a mob out there, not a bunch of school kids. They want blood. Listen to them. They'll take it. You can stop it.
Elliot. Tell him, Elliot.
That's true. I killed him. I killed them both. I'm a murderer. Oh, God. Oh, God.
Why, I can't believe it. Well, the poor fellow must be out of his mind.
Come on, let's go. Wait a minute. You two men are under arrest.
Arrest? What for?
Breaking and entering, inciting the riot.
And a few crimes they haven't written into the law books yet. Like hate, black and unreasoning.
Elliot? Come along, Elliot.
Well, that's it, Mike. That's the whole story. Sincerely, Jim Reardon.
Next week, your Schlitz Playhouse will present Tony Curtis, starring in Man on a Rack. In the coming weeks, you will be seeing Preston Foster, Jeff Richards, Dan Duryea, Richard Eyre, and Rod Steiger.